Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. Anywho, I just got back from Braums. Yum yum. Mmm. Hey, Shouty. I should have asked for extra strawberry stuff. Oh, there's Sibby. Hi, Sibby. I'm too busy stuffing my face. Mmm. Yum yum. Oh, there she is. Hi, Sibby. Your mic's muted.
Oh, what you eating?
A strawberry shortcake sundae.
Oh, from Dairy Queen?
Braums.
Oh, I don't know what that is. We don't have that here.
It's like a Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas thing.
No, my mic is not muted. There's a delay, Timmy. Um, huh. Yeah, I never heard of it.
Well, if you ever visit Texas, you'll have to visit Braums.
Okay, I'll definitely do that.
Braum's ice cream doesn't make me almost shit my pants.
What?
Braum's ice cream doesn't make my stomach hate me.
Oh, okay. Oh, I understand. All right. Funny how that works.
Mm, I know, right?
Yeah, yeah, it takes half the fun out of it. Will I lose to a 50-50 today? It's hilarious. Sorry. Oh my god. So, what else you been up to?
Oh, just wishing the work week was over, and it's over.
Alright, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it was a week of Mondays. I was ready for it to be over.
Uh, yeah,
Ridiculous. Hmm.
that's one of the bad things about working.
I need a long vacation, but not a permanent vacation, you know?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a vacation. I haven't had a proper vacation in years.
Yeah, me neither. The last place I went was Utah with my mom and my son, and I was there to help my mom get around.
Yeah? Hey, Saudi. Yeah, I just feel like I need a vacation.
Where would you go?
I don't know. Kind of want to go to Stonehenge.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a story. I'm sticking to it.
What about a cruise?
No, no.
No.
I have a fear of water.
Okay. So, um, that's out. So, hmm,
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge.
Yeah. Or go see the castles.
Do you have your passport?
No, I don't. I haven't had a passport in years.
So it took us less than 4 weeks from application to receipt of our passports.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's not bad.
Mm-mm. They're expensive as hell,
Yeah.
but they last. They're good for 10 years.
Yeah, I need to figure out what the hell to do about getting an enhanced driver's license.
Okay. What do you need?
I don't know. I don't know what I need, but apparently you need it if you want to, go anywhere by airplane. And I just gotten my license renewed like 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't give me the option. Huh? Birth certificate and mail? Oh, that's not a problem. But I think my problem might be that um um my last name doesn't match my birth certificate, so
So just bring court documents that show the change.
yeah, which I think I have somewhere. I've got marriage marriage certificate somewhere. What I need to do is I need to get rid of that last name. I don't know if I could take Tim's last name because we're not technically married. We have a domestic partnership.
I wouldn't know anything about that because I've never done either.
Uh,
You know.
it was the quickest way that we could get stuff resolved because it's like he was going in for surgery, and should
Mm-hmm.
there be something that went wrong, um, the hospital could say no, you can't go in, only next of
Mm-hmm.
kin.
Yeah.
So the easiest way to get it done would be to go and register for a domestic partnership. So
Yeah.
that's what we did because we kept putting off our putting off a wedding. Just kept getting put off and 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 put off again and yet again and
Make sure when you do get the court papers that show the name changes, make sure they're certified
yeah, yeah,
through the
yeah,
court, and then make sure your birth certificate is the long form from the vital statistics office.
yeah, yeah. That's what I got.
Okay.
It's certified.
Because I just went through a whole process of applying for a citizenship certificate from Canada because technically on both my grandma and grandpa's side, there are I'm Canadian because there are Canadians on that side, on both of them, both of their sides. I just have to send the proof and get the certificate, which I already sent that off, and I'm just waiting.
Yeah, because if you get that done, then you can just say sayonara to the United States and head for Canada.
I could get a Canadian passport and not have to worry about traveling back and forth across the border.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'd ever permanently move to Canada, but
but
it gives
there's always that option, you
it
know.
gives maybe for a few years with Ben because you know his children are going to need him to show significant connection to Canada before they can claim citizenship
Yeah,
because they'll be born after December 15th, 2025. If he has kids, I that's up to him.
Right.
Um, but if I would like him to have a significant connection,
Right.
whether he moves there for a few years as an adult or I just move us there for a few years now or whenever. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I
Ace
get
put
it.
Braums, 300 locations across Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, Missouri, and Arkansas. Wow, that's
We don't
nice.
have any decent ice cream shops around here anymore. Cold Stone is closed down. Our closest one.
Hmm.
I think they closed down a whole lot of them here in Washington State. Um,
Brahms isn't gourmet, but it hits.
what?
The only ice cream I've Brahms is not gourmet ice cream or anything, but it hits the spot. It's better than stuff like Sonic and Dairy Queen and
Yeah,
McDonald's. It's better than all that ice cream. Way better. It's
yeah.
up there with Baskin Robbins. You know,
I miss Baskin Robbins.
yeah,
We don't have one of those nearby either. I think the nearest one is a couple towns over.
yeah,
We do have a frozen yogurt place, but that's frozen yogurt.
yeah. They also have frozen yogurt, and it's pretty good. And what's hilarious is both of us decided to get something completely different tonight, and both of our brains were just short circuiting. Like I didn't order. Oh yeah, I did.
Oh,
It was. I didn't order that. Oh wait, yes, I did.
we also have a Vietnamese ice cream shop as
Oh,
well, but then they closed down.
oh,
That was really kind of sad.
those have some interesting flavors.
Yeah, yeah, they do.
My area of town is just chock full of little hole in the wall restaurants that are you know all kinds of different restaurants like Vietnamese, Thai, Pakistani, um, Lebanese, so, Ethiopian, other African countries. It's just all kinds of stuff. You know.
Yeah, that's how it is in Seattle, but not out here in the middle of nowhere. And we got probably about 7 or 8 teriyaki shops, 4 sushi restaurants. Uh, no, wait a minute. One, two, three, four, five, six sushi restaurants. Uh, the obligatory Red Robin and
Mm.
Applebee's, of course.
Eh.
Uh, two two Subways, one Jersey Mike's. There used to be a Quiznos, but I think they all
Oh
closed
God, I
completely
love
down.
Quiznos.
I think they closed down, and we got uh, about 8 pizza places and a Panda
Quiznos was
Express,
good.
and then 3 Chinese restaurants.
Panda Express is all right, but they need to learn how to do their noodles and rice.
Yeah, their quality has gone to crap. Because it used to be one of my favorite, you know, quick and sleazy frickin' Chinese-ish
Right.
food, but it's like it sucks.
The honey
It's
walnut shrimp is good.
yeah, it's gone to crap. It really has. It's really gone to crap.
What about their
Um,
teriyaki? Is it now teriyaki?
yeah, because you've got to keep in mind, teriyaki originated in Seattle.
Did it really?
Yeah,
Really?
Really? Would I lie?
I no. Um,
Yeah, Japanese dude opened up a teriyaki shop. Um, I want to say back in the late 40s, little teriyaki restaurant to feed all the longshoremen and stuff. And um, it was a place where you can get a full rounded meal with a starch, a meat, a vegetable for, mere pittance. So that was that was pretty cool. Can't remember his name.
huh.
I'll remember it about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Toshihiro Kasahara. Toshihiro Kasahara.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I just looked it up.
Oh, okay.
I never even questioned where teriyaki came from.
Oh,
I never
yeah.
questioned it. I
Okay.
didn't really care. It's like, okay, I'm not a fan of teriyaki,
Oh, I
but
freaking love teriyaki. I freaking love teriyaki. I am a fiend for teriyaki.
maybe I've just never
It's gotta
had
be
good
good quality.
teriyaki. You know?
Oh, a lot of the teriyaki sauces that you buy at the grocery store, they're overly sweet. They're not supposed to be that sweet. They're supposed to have a little bit of sweet and a little bit of savory and a very delicate flavor, right? But everybody all the uh, people gravitate towards sweet, um, and that's because as your taste buds age, as you age, your taste buds change, right? So um, they're they're overloading everything with frickin' high fructose corn syrup, and so with that in mind, it's like everything's just overly sweet. It's not supposed to be. It's really kind of sad. Um, but it's supposed to have a very, very, very mild flavor to it.
Yeah. Crap.
But apparently, the descendants of the original teriyaki shop had one on Mercer Island that was just on the outskirts of Seattle. It was considered Seattle, but it was the, you know, the hoity-toity part of Seattle. And there was a Japanese restaurant there that did that same teriyaki. It was really freaking good. Place was called Haruko's.
Yumiko's.
Haruko's. It was called Haruko's, Timmy. But it was really good. I really miss it. I don't think it's there anymore. But um, yeah, it's also not supposed to be overly heavy and not too cornstarchy because they slurry the hell out of it, make it really thick. It's like two ingredients away from being hoisin sauce, the commercial stuff.
Yeah, I've always found it too sweet
Yeah, that's the
and
problem.
too salty at the same time.
Mhm. Yeah, it's not supposed to be. Yeah, and you marinate your meat in it, and then you get it charred, right?
Mhm.
And then you got the sauce on the side. So it's not supposed to be like over sauced. It's supposed to just have like a light glaze. But everybody's so accustomed to, drowning their food in it. But I do love a good teriyaki. But Panda Express was not good teriyaki,
No.
not at all. It was just kind of eh. It's like if I'm gonna get teriyaki, I'm gonna go down to um, our local Japanese one of our two local Japanese restaurants to get it. 'Cause at least it tastes somewhat reminiscent of the original teriyaki shop. But I don't know. God,
Oh, I ate too much today.
I actually ordered liver and onions for dinner tonight.
Okay.
I was just craving it terribly and was not disappointed. So I like
Mm.
liver and onions as long as it's cooked properly.
Yeah, I didn't grow up eating it, so I can't say ew, ew, ew because I don't know because I just didn't grow up eating liver.
Oh,
I'll eat dirty rice if it has liver in it, you know, or when it has liver in it, because it doesn't really um it, there's really no texture to it. It's just kind of melts into the dirty rice because
right.
it's like a paste. It turns into a just a paste at that point. So,
One thing I do
uh,
love, one thing that I do love is pate
mm,
and chicken livers.
I have a bunch of home canned ground beef that I kind of broke up too finely before I put it in the jars. It's the same cans of ground beef in my video.
Uh,
Um, I cut it up to the ground beef up too finely,
oh,
and it basically some of it just kind of turned to mush in the jars. It's still perfectly edible, but I find that those jars are better for making dirty rice because of the
yeah.
texture. Yeah, excellent dirty rice out of those.
I usually use ground beef in mine, in my dirty
Yeah,
rice.
it is ground beef. Um, but the canning process and the fact that I cooked it completely full I fully cooked it before I put it in the jars instead of just lightly browning it and then putting it in the jars like that and then putting the water in. It made the texture overcooked.
Oh, well, you can always heat up some heavy cream and cognac and shallot mushroom, saute up some mushrooms and shallot and garlic. Then add a stick of butter
Hmm.
and deglaze pan with some cognac and add some heavy cream and some egg yolks and then mix it all together. Put it through a blender. Just turn
Pate.
it into a lazy person's
actually,
pate.
actually, that's not a bad idea.
No, it's like 1 pound of ground beef, 1 stick of butter, one very finely minced shallot, half pound of mushrooms, sauteed thoroughly. Get some herbs, bouquet garni, in other words, thyme, marjoram, um, rosemary, and then thicken it with some or throw in some heavy cream and wait till it gets, it's pretty, it reduces quite a bit after you've deglazed the pan, of course.
Hmm.
Let it, and then slowly just add a little bit of the egg yolk that's been beaten to it a little bit at a time by putting all the hot ingredients into a food processor, and then drizzling in the egg yolk a little bit at a time to temper it,
Yep. Yep.
and then put it into a water bath. I would just do if you got mini mason jars, it's the best way to do it, in my
I
opinion.
have those. Yep. The little half jelly jars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on just a second, okay?
Okay.
Entertain them for a couple of minutes. I need to do something.
Okay. I don't even know who the hell I'm entertaining. But anyhow, let me pop over to my pop over to the chat. So that's how you, yeah, basically just water bath at low temperature, 275 degrees. But don't put the egg white in there, or else it'll crown, and the texture just won't be there. But definitely cognac or port. I prefer cognac. You can also use bourbon if you want. Um, let's see. Let me pop out chat here. Katie's Kitchen. Why does it say that there's no? Why are we not live? Let's see here. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. Did you send me email saying yes? I'm illiterate at email. Uh, good question. Let me pop over to my email and check. I don't remember what it was about. Do you? Let's see. Come here, email. Go to Munchie Mafia email. Type in Ace Howdy. Uh, do do do. Ace Howdy. There's Ace. Oh, I didn't see that email. Okay. God, I'm a ding ding. I'm a ding ding. Do you remember what the question was? Oh, is this where I send it to y'all? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the yes. Okay, yes. That's the email that you send it to me, and I will take care of it. Just need to go and do the rest of the shopping. Now that I got everybody's email addresses, it was a little hard to get hold of some people. It's like, come on, give me your address. Next time I'm going to put like an expiration on it and say, look, if you don't send me an email within 48 hours, you're shit out of luck. I'm not sitting around waiting for everybody. So, yes, I got it. I've kind of
Okay.
been kind of in a weird funk this week, so I just haven't had a chance to really look at my email.
I'm
Oh,
back.
welcome back,
Sensor
Katie.
failed. Great.
Huh?
Oh, we're having device issues tonight.
Oh,
His
so when you
pump
put
ran out of insulin, so I had to
when you
change that just now. And now his
uh
sensor has failed.
yeah, so if you're using 1 pound of ground beef and a half pound of mushrooms. You get that all nice and sautéed up, and then you deglaze pan with cognac, and you add about I think it's 2 cups of heavy cream, and bring that to a high simmer and reduce it until it starts to thicken a little bit.
Hmm.
Um, and then you're gonna need about 5 eggs, egg yolks. Egg yolks, no egg whites. 5 egg yolks. And water bath at 275 until it jiggles, and you go and press on the top of it, and it's like you take your finger away and it doesn't leave anything on it, you know, and it
So
feels
water
firm.
bath as in, am I steaming it above the water, or just have the water a little like an inch or so up without covering the top, or covering the top?
I go 3/4 of the way up the jar.
Okay.
Um, and what I'll do is I'll lay them all out in a 13 by 9 by 2 pan or a turkey roaster pan. Put it in the oven and then fill it. And then bring the water to it and fill it that way instead of having to try to carry around a pan that's going to be sloshing and it's really heavy. You know, and you end up with water all over the damn place. But 275 usually takes about an hour ish. And they, let them cool completely down to room temperature. Cap them off. You put a bunch of them in the freezer. The other thing you could do is if you want to do that as a type of cat food, you don't use the heavy cream. You can use a little bit of coconut milk, not like out of the can, but like in the container that's unsweetened. Use that and put 3 extra eggs in it. Don't put the shallot in there. Don't put the mushroom in there. You can make cat food, and don't use the cognac.
Mm.
But you can put other herbs in there like um, I think it's oregano and thyme, I believe. I can't remember exactly which one it is that's actually good for cats. Um,
You know, my kitty is not a fan of canned food. Like that stuff. He likes the licky treats. Very
it is,
strange.
it is strange. But then again, it's like Leroy hates people food.
He won't touch
Leroy
that
just
either.
absolutely hates people food. He will not eat people food at all. And he only eats just a little tiny bit of his wet food and then, calls it a day. Um,
Yeah, Jester won't even touch people food. He'll sniff at it, and he'll sniff it and walk away,
uh,
and then
Cindy really
that's it.
loved my dinner a lot. She was like helping me eat mine. Dory was like, "Nope, I don't want that." But it was really kind of funny because we ordered them a burger patty, right?
Mhm.
And Cindy didn't want to have anything to do with the burger patty, but Dory ended up eating the whole thing, I believe. And Cindy came over and she was eating pieces of my liver and onions, and Dory wouldn't touch it. It's like these dogs are like the polar opposites.
I mean, I guess I shouldn't expect a cat that flushes the toilet 5 times a day to want to steal my chicken. I don't know.
I had a cat named George that used to flush the toilet. It used to drive me nuts. Sometimes I it was him that taught me to keep the toilet lids down because he would throw his toys into the toilet and then
Oh
flush the
God.
toys.
Oh God.
Oh, stop.
Seriously?
Yeah, he would toss his toys into the in socks, toys and socks, and the toilet paper rolls. The cardboard pieces. He would unravel the toilet paper, grab the doot from the toilet paper, and would put it in the toilet and then flush the toilet.
I hope mine never learns to do that.
George was a right little dick. He really was.
Uh,
I loved him to pieces though, man, but he was a dick. He was far worse than Winston ever was. And Rufus is just annoying. But like all my ginger cats have all been, anywhere from annoying to just downright dick, if not just a slight bit evil.
oh boy.
But Rufus is mostly white, so it's like maybe that's what kept him from going full dick because he's mostly white.
I think when Jester flushes the toilet, it's for communicating something.
Yeah, it could be. Hey, can you change the water in my bowl?
Yep, that or my bowl is empty. Now, no, when he brings things to me, that means his bowl is empty.
But is it really empty or is there just a hole in the middle of it?
It's a hole.
Yeah, but that translates to my bowl's empty.
Yeah.
I remember the times waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning to a howling cat in the kitchen and having to go in there and show him how to pull the food down out of the hopper to fill the bowl up. He would never. He was so defiant. He refused to do that, except for when he
I
was
was
farting around with the food dish.
I was woken up 2 times the other night to the toilet flushing, and I thought it was my son. And I yelled, "Are you okay?" And then I heard him from his bed go, "Yeah, why?" It was this cat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cats are weird.
One time a night, that's nothing unusual. Multiple times a night, is there a problem? Why are we up and down?
Now, is he just jiggling the handle and whaps it a little too hard and ends up flushing the toilet, or is he actually literally flushing the toilet?
He's putting 2 paws on the handle and pulling.
Wow.
He'll jiggle the handle too, but he's figured out that if he pulls hard enough, he'll get the toilet to flush. And then he'll sit there and do it 2 and 3 times in a row sometimes. He'll flush it, wait for the water noise to stop in the tank and flush it again.
Wow.
And then when people are using the toilet, he'll go in there with, he likes to supervise in the bathroom, but when somebody's ignoring his pleas to get out of the bathroom and they don't let him out, he'll go and flush the toilet because that's what people do before they go out of the bathroom.
Wow, what a ding ding. Oh,
Ding ding.
I'd be like, nope, we're keeping this bathroom door shut unless he's one of those cats that'll tear the door apart.
He will.
Yeah, so never
He's
mind that
he's
idea.
torn the carpet up at the threshold. He's torn up the bottom of the bathroom door. Um, I'm you know I have damage waiver insurance and renter's insurance, so we're good. But yeah.
That's funny.
Oh dang, this water's good.
Oh,
There's no way 5 acres could be $15,000.
it could be. I've seen I saw a 10-acre parcel around here about 20 years ago for $1,800. The problem is only about six or about maybe a sixth of it was usable because it was all on a hillside.
Yeah, here it is. 15,000. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad thing to hold on to, you know. But then I could do better things with my money. I need to get something I can use, you know.
See, my godparents and my father went in on three large parcels. My dad purchased the one in the middle, and my godparents each purchased one on opposite ends.
40-acre
And
lot, 49,900.
it was supposed to go to me when my godparents died, and when my father or and either when my father passed away or I became of age, and of age was, he decided, 25 was of age. He figured that I would be graduated from college by then, and that I would have these three parcels to build a house. And they all went ahead and purchased these back in the 1970, 71 maybe, like a couple years after I was born. And they got them for $250 a parcel.
Wow.
And they sat on it and sat on it and sat on it. And then when I graduated from high school, and it was made known that I was not planning to go to medical school, my beloved mother decided that she was going to just up and sell it. So, and she was like, "Oh, not only am I going to sell these three parcels, but I'm also going to go and buy myself a brand new car with your college fund." And that's what she did.
Jeez.
Uh, she figured that if I wasn't going to go to college for to either become a nurse or a doctor, that I would be nothing but a drug addicted whore on welfare with a bunch of illegitimate children, and that she was going to make it so super hard for me to be able to succeed in life. And her way of doing that was to get rid of all the assets that were intended for me, and pocketed the money herself. And there was nothing that my father could do, you know. And it's okay. I don't care, you know, because in the end, she ended up dying, and she ended up with nobody at her funeral, and she got buried, and nobody visits her grave because she was such an insufferable person. And I mean, even her own siblings didn't like her.
Hmm.
It was kind of funny because it's like, she never fully realized what was going on. She would she always sent my she always sent her mother these gifts, right? It was always polyester pantsuits. It was like a jacket with polyester pants that matched, and a top that was coordinated with these outfits. It was like, this was like old people clothing, like
Hmm.
the leisure suit of the 1970s of sorts. Uh, Pantsuit with the matching jacket, and you know a weird looking blouse that coordinated with it. And she always sent her a new set of sheets for every gift. It didn't matter, Mother's Day, Christmas, birthdays, right? And so for Christmas, we always got quilts that Grandma made, And it didn't take me very long to realize where she was getting all the fabric from. But she was making these patchwork quilts, and she was taking all the material from the pantsuits and the blouses and sewing them into little fabric squares and then sewing them to the sheets and sending them back to my mother. Isn't that just the funniest thing? She never caught
That's
on. She never
diabolical.
she never caught on. I have one of those quilts. Maybe two of
That
them.
is diabolical, and I love it.
Oh, same here. I thought it was freaking hilarious, man. It's like, and I think each of my kids got one, you know, and they knew the story behind the quilts. They thought it was funny as hell. But she never caught on. She never caught on, even when I tried to point it out to her numerous times. Usually when I was pissed off at her, you know, I would get a dig in at her with, well, remember all those outfits, those so-called beautiful outfits that you were sending to Grandma? She was making quilts and sending them back to you.
Oh my god.
And you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. It's like, whatever. So I got the last laugh. You know, there was a whole lot of last laughs. But yeah, plus she never realized that I graduated from college and put myself through college. You know, she died never knowing that. I never told her. Nobody
That
knew.
peak.
Not I didn't
Yeah.
tell. I didn't tell. I told my cousin on my father's side of the family, one cousin on my father's side of the family, and asked her not to tell. You know, and she's like, okay, I won't say anything. But she and her sisters were the only ones that knew that I actually put myself through college. I didn't need the family's money, so that was fun. So there was a meteor shower the last 2 nights, right?
Mhm.
Well, we're sitting on the porch. It was like just past midnight, just past 12:30 last night, right? And I'm like watching Chinese dramas on YouTube, yeah, and just enjoying the peace and quiet of the night. It wasn't too warm. It wasn't muggy. It wasn't cold. It was just it was just right. And when you live out here in the middle of nowhere, it's like you have very very small amount of light pollution. It's like we've got like a couple of street lights here, right? That's
Yeah.
pretty much it. And then um, there's no noise pollution because we don't have traffic at that time of the night. Every once in a while you'll hear something drive by, but it's every once in a while, right?
Yeah.
And if two cars go down our street uh, in this, at the same time, we consider that a traffic jam. Nobody pays attention to the stop sign that's on the corner here. Everybody runs it. Nobody bothers with it because there's hardly anybody that ever drives through here, right? Well, anyway, I saw this flash of light. Well, I remember earlier in the day that we had thunderstorms predicted between middle of the afternoon until, expiring in 28 hours or something like that, right? So I thought that's what it was. So I was listening, but I didn't hear any thunder and there was no other lightning, but it was like the sky just lit up. It was
Oh
just
wow.
freaking crazy. Well, it turns out I didn't know that we were having a meteor shower because it's like it's been hazy here because of all the wildfire smoke. So it's like we wouldn't be able to see anything anyway. But
Right.
anyhow, so I'm poking around on Facebook, and I ended up in the Enumclaw community group, and somebody had posted uh, their ring camera catching the frickin' meteor that actually hit the Enumclaw area.
Oh wow.
It yeah, this fireball. It just hit somewhere right around Mount Rainier on the Enumclaw side. It was wild. So I started looking at everybody else's ring cameras, and it was like pretty freaking amazing. I think I posted it.
Oh,
I think I
did you?
posted it. I think I posted a ring camera on Discord on
Okay, I'll have to go
under
look.
videos, and it's somebody's ring camera that caught the meteor coming down, and it was pretty spectacular. I mean, the sky was lit up for like a brief moment as if it were like 6 o'clock in the evening on a cloudy night, a cloudy evening. That's how bright it was. It was just the coolest thing. And I thought it was just lightning, but the air was still. There was no breeze, and the air didn't have that heaviness to it. Didn't smell like cloud to cloud lightning. So you know how you get that almost. It almost has like the. Uh, have you ever stuck a 9-volt battery in your mouth?
Yep.
Okay, that taste, you could
Mhm.
taste that in the air sometimes
Oh
when
wow.
you during lightning storms. Well, I have for some reason I have a sensitivity to lightning. I don't know if it's because I had brain surgery or what.
Yeah.
Um, hey Todd. So, um, I don't know if it's because I had brain surgery or what, but I'm really sensitive to that, and that's the sensation that I get whenever there's a lightning storm looming. I can feel it. It's heavy, and that taste in my mouth. It's just bizarre, but that that didn't happen last night, so I was like, wow, that's kind of weird.
Hmm.
And I thought, well, maybe it was a transformer that blew, but I didn't hear a bang. And then on top of all the the path that it was traveling didn't seem right at all. So I'm like, okay, so it's kind of weird. Maybe it was just a one-time lightning and that's it, which does sometimes happen out here, where you just get one flash and no no thunder and it's done, right? And then it'll
Yeah.
start dumping rain. But it didn't rain last night, so I don't know. So how's Todd doing tonight? If
Todd
Todd's
has
still here,
Bluebell, apparently. Isn't that
Bluebell.
right, Todd? Yeah, Bluebell.
I don't have anything. I should make
Did
some
you
ice
get
cream.
did you get little shortcake pucks with your Bluebell with strawberry topping and whipped cream and a cherry, Todd? And then some stray hot fudge in
Ooh,
your. Oh, that was good. They accidentally got hot fudge in my strawberry shortcake. That was good.
well, I bet. Chocolate and strawberries are damn good. You
Heck
know what's
yeah.
even better? It's cherry shortcake with chocolate shavings.
Ooh.
That's good. With actual pieces of shortbread, not, sponge cake. Maybe a little bit of lemon curd or lemon ice cream
Yeah.
or lemon white chocolate sorbet swirl, where it's half ice cream and half sorbet.
Yeah.
White chocolate ice cream and lemon sorbet, or sorbetto, and
Mhm.
it's like marbled in with each other, and it's got strawberries and chunks of shortbread cookie.
Yeah.
I think I need to make some ice cream.
That would be good.
Do a
Like
demo on
fresh.
that.
Yeah, making ice cream. Do you have the ice cream maker?
Uh huh. Got a very expensive ice cream maker. The thing's $600 ice cream
I
maker.
I
And
had
it
an
plays
ice cream
music.
maker.
And it plays music. It's got like 15 different settings, anywhere from soft serve all the way up to hard. And it does sorbet, it does sherbet, frozen yogurt, gelato. It's got a gelato setting on it and everything. It makes a pretty good
Yeah.
amount.
My ice cream maker was a nice little countertop ice cream maker, but it met its demise and ended up in the trash in the emergency room.
In the emergency room.
Yes. It was a countertop ice cream maker that had a plastic base,
Uh
and then
huh.
the frozen canister sat down in the plastic base, and then the motor sat on top. Okay. Well, somebody, I'm not going to name names, somebody thought that plastic base made a great hat.
Oh, dear God. Oh, okay. Now I understand why the emergency room.
And the hat, you know, I got he would come to me, hat, and I said no, take it off, and I'd take it off of him, and I'd go hide it. He'd find his hat again and put it back on, and then start. I said you're gonna get that stuck on your head. So he thought it would be funny to keep pranking me or joking with me about getting this thing stuck on his head, right? And I showed him how to get it off, and made sure he could get it off, and then I hit it again. He got it again. Well, one day he comes up to me and he says, "It's stuck. It's stuck."
Oh, God.
And I said, "Yeah, okay, whatever. Take it off." And so he attempted to take it off and kept screaming and crying, "It's stuck, it's stuck." And I'm like, "All right, here, let me help you." And I tried to take it off of it. It was stuck. It wouldn't come up off his head.
Oh,
Like
God.
it was hitting a roadblock and I couldn't figure out what. So I got the only thing, I got something slippery to try and slip it off his head. The only thing I could find was Vaseline. Um, so I put some of that around his head, and it still wouldn't come off. And so I tried to see if my upstairs neighbor was home, so he could transport us to the hospital like a mile away, because he wasn't fitting in the car seat safely.
Yeah.
Okay, at this point, um, I couldn't guarantee he had an airway with this damn thing on his head.
Oh, God.
So I was gonna see if I could hold him in my lap and in the back seat or something. But he wasn't home. Neighbor wasn't home. Other neighbors wanted me to put him upside down and fill the bucket with water. Like, are you kidding me? No, don't have any more children. Stuff back in the ones you already have. Actually, just put them up for adoption. No, we're not doing that. So the only next logical solution was calling 911, because then he could be transported to the hospital, you know, somehow. I was thinking this isn't ambulance worthy, but I got to get him there somehow, you know. Well, they did take him in an ambulance.
So, how many
And then,
episodes of Tales of the ER did you watch before giving up?
well, the one of the paramedics picked him up and slung him across his hip and carried him into the emergency room, smiling from ear to ear, joking with him. He goes, "Look what we've got." And
Oh,
I'm following along, you know, hoping my phone doesn't die so I can at least get one picture of it. He was not in grave danger, okay? He could breathe. As long as he could hold it, as long as he'd be upright and hold the bucket, he could breathe. He could
Right.
hold it up off of his face. Um, so
Kids.
they got maintenance in there to break it off of his head.
Oh God. Oh.
And then they asked me
Um.
if I wanted to keep it, and I said, absolutely not. So his poor little forehead, he looked like a dolphin that had been scraped up by a boat motor, on its melon. He had his forehead was so big and bulbous and all scratched up. I guess from all of his attempts to get that thing off of his head. Um, and for the longest time, he had this pink spot that would turn very bright pink on his forehead when he got mad. It doesn't have the pink spot anymore.
Well, thank goodness for that. But I would have kept the ice cream maker and gifted it to him as a wedding present when he got married, with a
No.
note that explains to his
Well,
wife.
it was
the,
only the base that they threw away. I didn't stop and think that I could contact the company for another base to complete my ice cream maker. And to this day, if I ask him if he wants to put a bucket on his head, he's like, I'm not doing that again.
I would have kept it so that you can gift it to his wife as a wedding gift with a note that says, "So you want to have children, huh?" And that's like the ultimate in birth control right there, man.
What are some brand? I forget the brand name, but what are some brand names of ice cream maker?
Oh geez, there's a lot of them. There's the Braun made one. That's kind of like what you're describing. Then there was another one that was some off-brand that I remember my mother buying me one for a gift, and I think she got it off of QVC, and it was some off-brand. It was like as seen on television brand thing, and God, there's a whole bunch of them. The one that I've got is Breville, and that one's like a really super duper expensive one. It looks like a giant bread maker with a
Hamilton
freezing unit.
Beach. It was a
Hamilton Beach,
Hamilton
yeah.
Beach. Oh
Okay.
God! And I sent them a message. I said, and the picture of him in the ER, and they never responded. But anyway, I said I would like to say that the construction of your ice cream maker is very impressive. The Dallas Fire Department and the ER staff at Children's Medical City Dallas think so too. It took me it took me two EMTs armed with a jar of Vaseline, a resident and an EMT in training, a pediatrician armed with gynecological lube, and two or three nurses. A total of 60 minutes, a flathead screwdriver, and a set of cast spreaders to get the base bucket off of his head. They would all like to know if you still make this model and where they can buy one.
Oh, yeah. Todd's got a Cuisinart. I know that they also had one that's similar to how you're describing it, and it's like, good God.
I forgot to give maintenance credit for getting it off his head. But
Uh,
there's a picture. Hold on. Um, let's see. Share my screen. Uh, let's see. Well, I can't share my screen without showing too much. Here, I'll do this. And then share screen, uh, window. Okay, so there's that one. That's what I sent to Hamilton Beach.
Oh my God.
They were taking his temperature there
Taking his temperature how? Why would they take his
under his
temperature?
arm because they always
Why?
take temperature in the ER. They always do every time for anybody when they go to the ER.
Yeah. Yeah, you could have just flipped him upside down and set him on the floor. He probably would have stood upright.
I don't know. He wasn't having it at that point. He wanted to go home. And
Oh.
they asked me if I wanted to give him some sedation, and I'm like, yes. But by the time they got it up from the pharmacy, they already had the thing off his head.
That's hilarious.
He looks like the knight from Monty Python, right?
Knights go knee. Oh God.
Mom of the Year award. And then right after I took that picture, my phone died.
Oh God.
I somewhere there are pictures of the ambulance out in front of the condo, but it was nighttime and pointless to take pictures like that.
God. That's freaking hilarious. Yeah, it's like the ultimate birth control for his future wife. You want to have children? Think again. This is what you could end up with. This is your husband at age 4, or however old he was.
Todd said you just need a friend for tug of war, no ER needed. No, there
Yeah,
was no tugging that off. There was no tugging that off his head.
either that or
What?
just leave him there to wear that for the rest of his life. You ever see the movie Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
Yes.
Remember? Oh God, what was his name? Uh, Crap, I can't remember the character's name. But anyway, he was a scientist or an amateur scientist, and he developed uh, socks
Hmm.
that uh, spray on socks. But the problem is that they were on forever.
Yeah. Let's see. When was this? He was 2. Was he? 20 or yeah, 2016. So that was 10 years ago, almost 10 years ago. Yeah, he was 2.
Too.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah.
And this
Kid.
was just before he fell at McDonald's and busted his ear open on a chair.
Oh no.
He was just running and he tripped over nothing. My sister saw him do it. Tripped over nothing and then careened into a chair that was next to a wall, and the chair hit the wall, and well, his ear hit the chair, and he required 2 stitches. Ears are
Damn.
bloody.
That reminds me of my childhood best friend. Uh, we were at the mall, and I think we were probably about 5 or 6 years of age. And he was running through the mall and was trying to get me to run after him. And of course, my parents were in tow, so it's like, no, don't do that. Well, anyway, he wasn't watching where he was going. He tripped over his own feet and went headfirst into a pillar at the mall, cracked his head open, but also bit almost clean through his tongue. And we ended up uh, going to the emergency room by ambulance. All of us, because it's like he was with us. We were doing school shopping because he was going in the second grade. I was going in the first grade. So yeah, we were about 6. I was 6. He was 7. So um, I remember he had to have stitches in his tongue and stitches in his
Oh,
forehead. It's like kids, they're dumb. Kids are dumb, man. Kids do dumb things until they're like, you know, age 10. Then the dumb things become, catastrophic dumb things.
yeah.
Uh, like getting your pee pee stuck in the frickin' faucet of the bathtub.
Oh my God. Todd says I should get him the Black Knight Halloween costume.
Oh, that would be funny. Oh, do it. I mean, all you have to do is just go get a black bucket and a,
The Black Knight will always triumph.
oh God. Oh God. And while it's not a Monty Python movie, Spaceballs 2 is coming out
I
soon.
know. Who told me that? Was that you that told me that a
Probably
while
me.
back?
Yeah, probably me. Mel Brooks. Still just as funny. But from what I understand, there's also a new Monty Python movie that they're working on. But in order for them to be able to do that, it was like everybody had to be on board.
Yeah.
Uh, but so it's been something that was, you know, in the works for a while, trying to get everybody on board to do another movie, and it was like another History of the World, I guess. I don't know if that's a rumor or not, because it's like, I get on the IMDb and look around for, you know, uh, the opening dates for new movies, right?
Yeah.
And I have yet to see anything. Oh, Jessica Lange's coming back to American Horror Story. 13.
I just
September
figured
what?
out how to zoom in
September
on
24.
pictures on Zillow.
Oh,
Not just, but I'd figured that out a few minutes ago because I
his
wanted to see
calendar.
how skinny this particular horse was in a picture of a
Oh,
small farm for sale. Oh, my cat wants me to come to bed.
oh, fun. Coyote versus Acme, August 28th.
I understand that walls get dirty. It happens. Looks like somebody smoked in this house. Whatever. It needs a good cleaning. Sure. But why is there a gas line behind behind where the refrigerator goes?
Oh, I don't know.
Gas powered refrigerator?
There is such a thing.
This
They're
house is
usually
old enough to have had
RV.
one.
Huh?
Yeah, this house is old enough to have had one.
Yeah. Do they still make gas-powered refrigerators?
What?
Gas-powered refrigerators. Are they still? Do they
They
still make those?
you mean propane powered?
Propane-powered, yeah.
Yeah, they still make them for RVs.
Oh, for RVs.
This, well, I mean, it could have been propane, but there's a gas line behind. Oh, well, now hold on just a second. It could be a water line too. It could be a water pipe.
Huh. Yeah, I
But
don't know.
maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
Practical Magic
No,
2?
it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, both of them are plumbing, right?
Mm-hmm. Of sorts.
I don't know. I'm gonna text this to Tim.
Yeah, I'm sure he could explain it to you.
Where is his? There he is.
Another Cat in the Hat movie. Ebenezer with Johnny Depp. Fokker-in-Law.
I'll text him this zoomed in and the not zoomed in, just to show
Avengers.
it's. I think where the fridge goes.
Or maybe it could have been a wall-mounted double oven.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what was originally there, and they just got it capped off. And maybe they put a refrigerator there at one point and changed it out.
I also don't see where the stove would have gone.
Maybe on the other side of the kitchen. Maybe that was where the stove went.
Maybe.
Possible.
So these people that take pictures of real estate sometimes don't do a very good job. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, this is kind of a crappy little house, but you know, it could be cleaned up and fixed and lived in
Another
for,
another
you know.
freaking Star Wars movie. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the see if they actually have it in here now or not. And
That may have been where the stove goes.
could have been. I don't know. Did you send me a link to it?
I sent
No.
Tim. Oh, I can send you a link to it. But I sent Tim the pictures.
Oh.
Maybe Tim's not away. Is Tim awake? No.
What?
Is he awake or no?
Yeah, he's awake. He's just he's watching a video on
Oh.
an installation of something.
Oh, the pictures haven't made it to him, and they failed.
Oh. It's kind of weird.
And
Over
my phone is.
500 loaves of sourdough bread recalled in Seattle and Tacoma. Oh, and
I
of
gotta
course,
get going to
Seattle,
bed soon.
Seattle
I have.
Times is expecting me to pay for a frickin' subscription to the newspaper. I
Yeah.
don't think so.
What's the question?
What is that?
It's a gas pipe.
It is a gas pipe.
It is
Okay.
gas. Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Capped
You
gas
th-
pipe.
Capped gas pipe.
you think that's where a stove goes or where the fridge goes? Because I don't see an electric stove plug um that would be a modern one for the newer stoves. That's not that kind of outlet.
Well, if you look at the picture where there's like the empty spot next to the door, is that the picture that you're looking at? Picture
Yeah.
number 15?
Yep.
There's an electrical outlet there.
Yeah, but that's not for like modern stoves.
Sure can be. What makes you think not?
Because that's 110.
Yeah,
But modern stoves use 220, right? Don't they? Or
not all of them.
240. Well, gas stoves would use the higher one, they would use that one
Right,
because
because
they just
the only
for
thing that would
ignition.
be, well, yeah, ignition and if it had digital controls. Uh, gas stove.
So that
Because
is where a stove goes.
yeah, which is stupid because there's no vent.
Yeah, that we could see.
Yeah,
Oh, I'd install one for sure, and it would be going up out of the roof,
yeah.
up and out. No bends, just straight up. Why would they put the plug up that high though?
Because my stove is electric and it's a 110.
Oh, it's a it's a crappy little house, but it can be
Yeah,
fixed. It's not um unsalvageable. It's just ugly.
yeah. The exterior
It needs
needs
some
uh
love.
needs a lot of love.
Yep. I got to get to bed, but the inside just needs a good cleaning and some cosmetic things fixed, and um I would rip out all the gas, to be honest, and just make it electric.
That just looks like it. I think we've looked at this one before.
I think so too. But it could just be, it needs a good scrubbing on the inside, new flooring, paint. Cabinets can probably be salvaged for now, you know,
Yeah, I remember
except
we
for
were
the
looking at this house.
the lower cabinets by the sink are kind of borked. They need new shelves.
Well, the
Yeah, it's
flooring,
yeah, the
it's
flooring's done.
yeah. How much is that one?
The 18,000.
Oh, yeah. Duncan, Idaho. 900 square foot, two bedroom.
Hmm.
Just under a half acre. I don't
If
know.
it's livable, like if it can be cleaned up to the point where it's at least livable inside, then it could be a fix and flip while you live in it,
Yeah.
you know?
It's on a corner parcel, flat, flat lot. Not a hell of a lot around it. This
That's
could be a good
okay.
thing.
I wish
Oh,
they'd show more pictures of the roof. Yeah.
railroad tracks.
All right. I got to get to bed. I got to get
All
up in
right.
the morning, like early,
Okay.
early in the morning.
Yeah, I have to go to the store because what's it called? Uh, cook along on Sunday.
Yeah. All
We're
right.
doing stuff. All right.
See you later.
See ya. Bye, everybody.